Hey, I've just completed a series of paintings that have been inspired by a recent trip to Iceland. I thought I'd make a video of the paintings and the scenes that inspired them. But before I show you that, I just wanted to speak a little bit about a couple of influences. The first has been cave art, and in particular, some interviews I read with cave artists, the San Bushman and the Anishinaabe artists from Canada. These interviews were done from the 18th century onwards, and it was fascinating to me that in some cases the wall of the cave, the rock, was considered a membrane in between this world and the realm of the ancestors or the gods, the spirits, and that the paintings weren't really meant to be understood or interpreted by other humans. Rather, they were messages for those who had passed on. And so I took that idea and I applied that to this series. Whilst I was painting it, I had a constant dialogue of, who's this for? What am I trying to tell them? In some cases it was very easy. For instance, this picture, it was merely me saying to my dad, hey, have a look at this turquoise water. It was incredible to see in the flesh. Take a look at it. And with this picture, it was for my mum. Mum loved bright colours and sheepdogs and nature, and so that was just for me telling her about this place. But in other cases it was more like I'd be thinking of someone and waiting for feelings to well up inside me and to guide my paintbrush, guide my mind. And so you might say it was a collaboration. And so, yeah, that's the first thing I wanted to mention. The second thing is that here's the first picture I painted. It was representing a wonderful interaction I had with a colony of seals. And in the background is a volcano, and it was pink. And I don't know why I painted it pink, but it just felt right to do it. And then the second picture I painted was telling of this amazing interaction I had with puffins, and yet again pink. I didn't quite understand what was going on there, but I did understand by the time I got to the third picture. This is a painting of an elf grotto, and the elements in it do resemble the grotto. There's the trees, there's the mouth of the cave down there. But the more I looked at it, the more I thought, that's Matisse, that's Matisse. And what it was a long while ago, I got this book out, which is just an account of the time that Matisse and Derain spent in the south of France in 1905. And they spent 2.5 months there with this amazing creative partnership. They'd done so many oil paintings and drawings and beautiful stuff that really inspired me. And the way that Matisse paints his trees, I thought, oh, that's what I was looking at. And the pastels. And if I just flip to the next page, this is probably my favourite picture, but can you see that use of pink? What an amazing picture that is. So if you do wonder where the pinks came from and the winding trees, it's Matisse. That's all I've got to say about that. And so I'm going to just show you the pictures and the beautiful scenes of Iceland. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.